welcome to Women Talking Balls. This is a podcast again about talking about sports with women in a safe space and from a woman's perspective. So we'll be back shortly to get started with episode 3 of our podcast.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Episode 3, y'all. You ready?
Hello.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Welcome. All right. So just a little quick intro again for those who are new to the podcast. I'm Dom from Decatur, where it's greater. And I have my co-host here with me. We got Miss Boss Lady B in front of me.
Hello, everybody out there. I'm Boss Lady B, Belada,
Yep.
coming to you straight from the ATL SWATs Zone 4.
Absolutely. And then we got Miss Tiki over here as well.
Hey, I'm Tiki Wiki.
Yep. And then also we have a fourth member, and she's on location in Salt Lake City. So, and Janelle, can you introduce yourself from Salt Lake City?
And from the A, but from Salt Lake today.
And glad you
Yeah.
join us.
Glad
Yes.
you joined us, and thank you so much. So, we always want to shout out where you can find us at. So, every Monday at 6 p.m. On our Facebook page, Women Talking Balls, or our YouTube channel, Women Talking Balls, 6 p.m. on Mondays. Every Monday, you can see us here at Creative Spaces out here outside of Atlanta in McDonough, Georgia, right off Jodico Road. Okay, so that's where you can find us at every Monday. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. We are here waiting on them to join the conversation about this wonderful sports. Okay, and so if you want to, you can go ahead and tell them to share now. Go ahead, like, follow, share right now to your people so they can see what we're talking about today. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about that.
Let's get right into it.
Oh Lord.
Exactly.
Oh Lord.
It's okay. That's okay.
So we're getting ready to recap that Falcons
Devastating loss.
that Falcons Detroit Lions game that we that game, if that's what you want to call it, on Sunday.
We
Okay?
done went to the Motor City and got ran over.
Oh, exactly.
Went to Motown.
Well, we got ran over, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Tiki. So you want to start us off with that?
Yeah, man. I thought I was creating a word for it. I said it was fugly.
Yeah.
That means
Ugly.
Falcon ugly.
It
Fugly.
was bad. It was bad.
Yes.
It was bad.
Yes. Definitely not what we saw last week in Green Bay.
Nope, not
And
at all.
it's considered our first loss, right, on the road.
Mhm.
And it's also the first time that the Falcons allowed a touchdown in the first quarter.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah, but that was a brutal beating. Score was 20-6. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, very much so.
But when I heard about that 70-20 loss
Yeah.
with the Broncos in Miami,
Yeah.
I felt a little bit better.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about some of the pros though.
Yeah.
So what are some of the pros? Let's not get into the cons just yet. We probably got a million things to talk about when it comes to the cons, but let's shout out the things that they did good, right?
Okay.
All right. So the defense always been showing up lately, right?
Yep. Yeah.
The
What
defense-
up?
Yep. So shout out to Onyemata, Alford, Dupree, the entire defensive line.
Yeah. They
Right.
did really well. Yeah. Grady. Yep. Everybody did great.
Everybody did great, right? And I want to shout out the Lions for giving us at least a few second half penalties. Because if we didn't get that, we probably would have been goose eggs, to be honest. But yeah, so those are some of the pros. Any other pros that y'all might want to shout out? That's about it.
Right.
Well, who made all the points?
But cool missed the point.
Yeah,
I
I don't know. I don't want to put cool in the pros, but if you want to say
He made all
made
the
all the
points. we
points,
got.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
I guess
give 'em
one
that.
pro. We didn't have any injuries, did we? I don't think we had
No.
no injuries.
No injuries. No.
That's
Mm-mm.
a pro because it was a lot of injuries in the NFL this
Yeah.
past weekend.
Yes,
So
it
That's
was.
yeah.
that was a pro for us. We didn't have any injuries.
Yeah. So always remember though, if you got any comments or questions, anything, make sure you put them in the chat. And then we'll get to them once we see them. Okay. So
Oh,
don't-
I got one more pro.
you do?
Yeah.
What is it?
I forgot that Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. He
Yeah.
was looking
The
good.
pregame. In the pregame.
He actually said, he made a comment
He did.
and said us, meaning he was still claiming the Falcons.
He
So
did. I think it was a
Exactly.
when he was talking about the team,
Yeah,
he said us.
yeah, I think it was a fraudulent slip though, because they called it out and he seemed to be shocked as if he didn't even realize he said it. So, yeah.
When you believe that black and red, you always believe that black and
Always
red.
that black and
Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
So, let's go ahead and get into the comments.
All right.
So
Mm.
even though you said Cool scored all our points,
Mhm.
my first thing on my list is saying the offense didn't produce, and Cool can't kick. Cool can't kick. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they.
It's that number 7. I keep telling you, it's 7. It's the jersey.
Oh,
really going
Lord,
on?
We need to give it back to him.
Oh no.
You gonna have to pay for that.
Oh.
Yeah. Some other things I noticed. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but it seems like that they just weren't engaged. The communication was flawed. It's like they just was out there just, willy nilly. They didn't seem like they had a structure or a plan. They was just out there.
Talking about a structure or plan, that game calling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that play calling was not very good. Not very good at all. I mean, they so predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got out coached this game. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, I saw a couple of more weaknesses that I can point out, and one of them because he's still not impressing me. That quarterback really just not impressing me. I'm sorry.
So let me say this.
He was
Do
he
you-
was weak. He was weak.
he was weak, but do you think because of Arthur Smith's play calling and their offensive coordinators play calling that he couldn't play to his strengths?
No, he was
No.
running for his life out there.
And he was throwing balls that was not catchable.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
would say one of the weaknesses was our wide receivers too,
Yeah.
because Hollins had some drop balls,
Yeah.
and London had drop balls, but a lot of Ritter's throws were just not
Yeah.
catchable. And I know you say if your fingertips tip that ball, you need
Yeah,
to
if their palm touch it, they need to hold on to it.
Yeah, they need to get some stuff that's sticky or something because that was that wasn't impressive. So that one pass that Ritter threw the pits, and like you said, he just that wasn't good. But Pitts had 14 yards for 5 kicks, and that's not good for a receiver of his caliber at all.
Yeah.
At all. So we spent a lot of money on our offense.
Speaking of, we spent a lot of money on our offense, and we drafted,
Mm-hmm.
for the offense. But
Yep.
that offensive line,
Oh my God.
it looked terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no pass protection, and that's not Ritter's fault. It wasn't all Ritter's fault.
It wasn't all Ritter's fault.
But
No.
That's why I was trying to say
He got hit so much that head got shook up. So he could.
it ain't much you can do when your offensive line is not
That's
protected,
right.
right?
That's
So
right.
when you scrambling the entire game,
yeah,
it's no way that you can put anything together as far as throwing or whatever. You just
he
can't.
looked confused out there.
Yeah, I just need his offensive line to protect him more though. I ain't gave up on him yet, but like,
No, I haven't.
Right.
He
I
almost
ain't
threw
got-
another pick 6 too.
yeah,
Yep,
I haven't given up on him, but he just.
it's just one lost game.
yeah.
Mm.
We only had 3 points and 84 total yards
Mm.
at the end.
Yeah, we got to come back and regroup. We have to come back and regroup for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. There's some other stuff because I had so many things I wanted
You know
to point
what?
out.
I'm gonna tell you, our defense played well, but guess what? It's bad when your safety had more tackles than your
Oh.
defensive line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Bates had more tackles. He had 11 tackles, and I think Ellis had 10.
Oh,
So
wow.
just think about the safeties having to come up and tackle.
and tackle.
yeah.
That was not good.
It was not.
They gave up a lot of. They gave up some plays, some explosive plays, but the defense was the best thing about the game.
The defense was the utmost best thing, like the best thing.
And they stayed in there. They played the whole entire four quarters. They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, our defense had to be tired. They had to be tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say they started to look a little tired at the end, but by that
Mhm.
time, the Lions had eased up on their pass rushing, and they kind of left that
Right.
field open for them to do them short passes.
Short
So,
passes.
yeah, so-
Was Detroit that good
no, they wasn't.
No,
Okay, we were just that bad.
Let's talk about it because I have down here that they had 2 or 3 people that were out on their offensive line.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they did have
Yeah.
some injuries.
that you would think we would have had an advantage, huh?
Right.
did. We did. We just didn't take advantage.
We didn't take
of it.
advantage of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
They-
made.
they put pressure on Bijan, like they wouldn't leave him open.
Yeah.
It was just, I think they just pulled our card. They studied the tape. They knew what we were struggling, and yeah,
Where was the run game? They didn't even try. They came out passing first.
they did.
They did.
Yeah.
They had-
So I just don't understand. Like again, the play calling.
Yeah, they just need to stick what works. Stick with what works, yeah, and stop trying to make things happen that's not happening right now.
So what's working?
The run
Running
game is working. Every time Bijan get the ball, he gets 5 yards or more.
Yeah, I'm just being,
And
you
every
know,
time they were
Yeah.
passing, they should be running.
yeah. So let I'm just gonna be the
Devil's advocate. That's
right?
fine.
So we get the run game going, and then they watching our film and they peep that, right? And they say, oh, okay, they got a run game. We got to still have that passing game. So we need to be more balanced at the end of the day. Like I get that the defense, our running game is working, but we gotta have that passing game as well. So when they do start to try to stop our running game, it's
Right.
automatic that those receivers that we paid all that money for can catch those balls.
But if the offensive line can't protect,
Ritter to give him
To
enough
give them-
time
yeah,
to pass it.
So
to
what do
them.
we do? What do we do? What do we need to do?
Offensive line.
we need an offensive line. And yes, Ritter needs to make some connections. I mean,
Right.
I didn't
Right.
think he had football sense.
Is his arm strong enough?
That's a good question.
I think he's just technically still a rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, he played the last 4 games of last year,
Last season, right?
and this is his
His
third
coming
game.
out, his coming out season in a sense.
But
Yeah.
well, did y'all hear Terry Bradshaw?
What
Well,
do you say?
sure did.
Terry Bradshaw just was like, "What's his name? I'm not gonna learn his name until he start getting
Till he
better.
get better.
Till he get better. I'm not gonna learn his name until he get better." I was
Yep.
like, "Ooh, no respect for us."
Yeah.
None.
I still want to talk about Arthur Smith though, and Dave Ragon. Because I don't want to just make it think. Ritter need help. He need help with his game. He need help with the offensive line, right? But what about our coaches? Like, do we not have to put a little bit more, hold them accountable a little bit as well? Because
Yeah.
last year, these two, Arthur Smith and Dave Ragon, they led the fewest penalties in the NFL last year, 2022 season. The
Mhm.
third in rushing yards per game.
All right.
And then with the 10th third down conversions. What happened between last year and this year?
I don't know. That was another one of our issues. Those third down conversions.
Yep.
Right.
They made it third and long all day. I think they
Mm.
only had 1 third down conversion. And
Yeah.
then London had a big pass, 26
Right.
yards. And then you had 2 back-to-back
Back to
sacks.
back sacks.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah, but I think what this was an eye opening for us. Like this game was an eye opener. It exposed us a little bit because if you think about it, the first couple
Mhm.
games we had, the quarterbacks we played against, they was like, average or mediocre at best, right? But then here comes Jared Goff, and he opened our eyes a lot, right? Because he's a complete
Right.
player. So
He's
he
a
knows how to
disciplined
run the
player.
offense.
And he had to show his old Rams that he still got it. They let him go.
Yeah.
But he had
Yeah.
something to prove. I think it was a little personal with Goff today. Like,
Yeah.
"I'ma
So
show y'all what y'all let go."
yeah,
I don't like offensive play calling for real.
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
He
So,
needs
but
to mix it up. I mean, put some reverses in there.
Something.
I mean,
he's
As I call it, the
he's
trickeration.
predictable.
He
It
is.
is very predictable.
So
what
what
he's gonna
so
do.
when he's like that, what his offensive coordinator supposed to do something, right? Why if Arthur Smith gotta always call the plays, why have an offense coordinator?
Yeah.
Well,
Something.
What are they saying in the chat? Do we have anybody in the chat?
Uh hold on.
I I don't know. I think that the offensive coordinators, I think they can step in and make suggestions, but at the end of the day, you got your head coach, and your head coach is the one that's supposed to be running the team. So, I mean, if your head coach is not doing what he needs to do, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a play call, and it's just ridiculous right about now.
Yeah, they need to do something though because at the end of the day, it's just unacceptable.
Right.
It's unacceptable.
All right, we're gonna.
I want to shout out Engineer's bucket hat though. It looks nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got some questions. I mean, I got some comments here.
Okay.
I see from Dexter Andrews, Arthur Smith should know his quarterback strengths by now, and standing in the pocket is not one.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, he does hold on to the ball too long. Like even when the offensive line is struggling, it's like he don't know how to get out of the pocket. Like he just sit there and wait for the sack, almost. And then when he start running, it's too late.
And
Sound like a trait from the Atlanta quarterbacks.
I didn't want to
That's what I
say
said. You know what I said the last 2 weeks
What's that?
about the Matt Ryan lookalike,
Right.
giving you flashback.
Oh,
I
Lord.
know, but we're not gonna go there. Well, we're hoping that's not the case. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Isom Bolston says you don't leave a quarterback open on the 5 yard line. You gotta put a spy on him. He just walked in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Terry, how you doing? So yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. I'm sad,
We
and
gonna-
I don't know if we probably looking sad right about now too, because we really had an opportunity to be 3-0.
Right.
But this was
did.
our opportunity to be 3-0 because our next couple of games gonna be tough, and then we going into those next couple of games not looking too good. I think they don't pulled our card. They don't pull our card.
Well, hopefully they went back and all this week they're reviewing tapes
Yeah,
and seeing where they need to help at and get
Right.
it straight for next week.
yeah.
Exactly.
Detroit did beat the Kansas City Chiefs, y'all, when they opened up. So
They
I
did.
believe,
They did.
I do believe that the Falcons, they have some winnable games coming up. How
Yeah.
many more they got? 14.
They do.
Right.
They got some time to get it together. That's for sure.
Right.
So, Miss Terry Jeffrey is saying it seems like we don't do good on the road.
Oh.
I mean, what this is
I would say that if Detroit was an open field, but they got a stadium and it's closed in too, so we didn't have to worry about the weather, the
Yeah.
element there. So,
Right.
but
so.
I don't know. You know that they always have that 12th man whenever we on the road, so maybe we get shaken up when
We had about 8 people to
we.
y'all saw
You saw a little falcon there and a little falcon there. Yeah.
it wasn't enough to make a difference, but they tried to show up. They tried to show up. Yeah. And you got anything that you want to include on these? Because I think we don't went in on them real bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on. We'll move on. So that's the depth of Sunday's atrociousness, is what you call it. Tia?
Ugly.
It was very ugly. It was very ugly. So with that being said, we got Jacksonville coming up.
Jacksonville
Yeah.
coming up, baby.
So how we feel about that? And then they in London at
In
that.
the
so,
UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got to deal with that travel, getting acclimated to that time difference.
Yeah,
The weather.
Mhm.
yeah. So
Well, Jacksonville, let's see, their record is 1-2. So they're gonna be real hungry
They're
for a
gonna be
win.
hungry because they lost yesterday also.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna be real hungry for a win.
So they got the Jaguars favored by 3 points.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if we play like we played, like, I don't know how it's gonna come out, but if
We got to get to Trevor Lawrence. We got to get to that long hair.
Right.
yeah, I feel good about our defense against them though. Like I think we'll be solid on that part, right?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if you think about how Jacksonville been playing, they haven't been real solid either. Like their game been a little wishy washy like ours as well. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to. Our cornerbacks gonna have to also stop. He was my man when he was. You know, I'm about to
Mhm.
say Calvin Ridley.
Calvin
Yeah.
Yeah, he's now with Jacksonville Jaguars, and
Yeah.
and Trevor Lawrence is making connections with him. They got a little. They grooving.
Yeah.
So we gonna have to them cornerbacks gonna have to step up. I need
Right.
else. Step up, baby.
Right. Mr. Dexter say he believed that Matt Ryan was 100 times better than Ridley. That he got a Super Bowl and almost got another one. Really is a lesser version of Marcus Mariota.
Oh,
He don't
Mm.
right.
Wow.
You might be right there now, Dixon. I think Matty Ice is, but Ritter is like Tiki say, he's still a rookie. He got to
Yeah.
get to grow.
Corey said really gonna try to show out against us in London. That's the Corey both
Who's gonna try to show out on us?
Ridley.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
He
of
probably
course.
will.
He is. He gonna be catching everything.
They need to really pound on that run game. I'm serious.
Right.
It's
It-
working, but we know how it go.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll
Mm.
keep
And Koo need to make his kicks.
right.
Who got
Make it
one
fit.
damn job?
How many jobs, Belada? How many jobs?
Post
How
and
many jobs?
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one job. Got
All right.
one job.
All right, so we're gonna
They'll
move
be-
on. We know that was an atrocious game. We ain't gonna hang on it too much. It kind of got us sad and our heart is hurting right now. We're gonna get over it though.
But let me just say this: they are playing in London,
Yep.
and they
Mhm.
play at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep. So we're gonna be up early.
Yep.
Trying to watch that. I'm gonna try my best, but because I'm not a morning person. All right. So Anjanelle,
Yes.
you ready?
With our question of the day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So we need you all to get into that chat, start typing so you can get with the question of the day. So today our question is, would you rather go undefeated during the season or will you rather be champions at the end? Tell us in the chat what you think and what do you all think, ladies? Undefeated during the season or have that Super Bowl championship at the end?
So if I can get to the end and had no losses, I'll probably be worse than Deion Sanders. I'd be talking so much trash. I would. I'd talk so much trash. If I could get to the big game with no losses, oh my God, arrogant. Talking about the big head. But which one I would rather have?
I want to win that championship so I can go to Disney World.
Right.
I just want to do the commercial. I'm going to Disney World.
I want to win a championship as well, so we won't have that same banner with New Orleans because that's the only thing they have over our heads is a championship.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay.
Bear said he would
Yeah.
rather have both of them. Was that
I
a
don't
question?
know if that's doable.
Can we have both? Can we have an undefeated season and the
And the
championship?
championship,
You would think if you were undefeated, you could get it though.
baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Pressure
Yeah.
come though towards that.
I'm with Barry. I want both too, you know.
Yeah, Corey said the ring is what we're playing for though.
Right. The ring is what we want,
That's it.
Corey.
Yeah. And Miss Lean saying she wants the Super Bowl too.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
want the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so
so
everybody saying the Super
so
Bowl.
much other perks come from when you win the Super Bowl.
Like
Champ-
what, Belay?
Right.
Look, you know, I'm
Commercials.
thinking about that dollar, baby. They get commercials, they get endorsements, they
Gotcha.
get everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So it seemed like the consensus is that everybody want that Super Bowl ring.
that's
'Cause ain't
Yeah.
nothing like that good old jewelry.
ain't nothing like that bling.
That bling,
Yeah,
bling,
exactly.
bling, baby. That bling. So let me just take some time to remind you guys to where you find us at Facebook and our Facebook page, Women Talking Balls, and our YouTube channel, Women Talking Balls. So you can find us there, like I said, every Monday at 6 p.m. And we also want to put out there too. So now that we're at episode 3, you know,
Yeah.
if you have a business, uh, anything like that that you would like for us to, you know, promote
Promote.
on our on our podcast, you can email us at Women's Talking Balls or Women Talking Balls. That's with no S. Women Talking Balls with the S on the balls.
Women talking balls.
Women Talking Balls. Thank you, Blake.
at gmail.com.
Thank you, Belay, because I am so
If
tongue
you
tied
have
today.
any type of business advertisement that you want us to shout out for you,
Yep.
please hit us up. We will be in contact with you.
Yeah, we got some things coming. So if you would like us to just shout you out, just let us know. If you got a product, we'll have it right here on the table and let everybody see it. So that can be good too.
All
All
right.
right. So here we go. We got Belay on this climax again.
Oh,
Boy, that thing there.
that climax again.
Climax again.
Yeah, as the weeks keep going, there's more and more stuff out there. It's getting full.
Exactly.
Full. It's getting full. Definitely.
But I gotta always start off with our Braves. I'm representing our Braves today.
Yes.
Representing
Yes, brave.
Hey,
Harris, yes,
Woo-hoo.
yes. And of course, this you gotta keep shouting out Ronald Acuna Jr. He keeps doing the damn thing,
Yeah.
baby.
Yep.
He joined
Yeah.
the 40 club, and he's the 5th player in the Major League Baseball to hit 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in the regular season.
Oh wow.
Congratulations to him.
Doing it, he's doing it. Unfortunately, our WNBA dreams, we didn't make it to the second round. We got knocked out by the Wings.
Yep.
But right now, the Wings are playing against Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah.
And actually, the Aces won the first game. Asia Wilson with the Aces has been named back-to-back WNBA Defensive Player
Wow.
of the Year.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
they advanced into the semifinals. So
it's all right. We're gonna ride them wings.
we're gonna ride them.
Gonna ride
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
We got to
right.
support that women's basketball.
Yeah, go on out and
Yeah.
that women's basketball.
Yeah.
We got to be able to get them to a point where they can make a whole lot of money too.
You're right.
Job this year.
They
You know,
They
making it to
did.
the playoffs.
They did. They
Mhm.
did. We're gonna move on. Okay.
What is
I got.
it, like?
I know. This is a little controversial. Like,
Okay, what we got?
No, Michael Strahan made a comment and he stunned his whole host crew.
What did he say?
He made a remark and said, "Are sacks overrated?" And they just stopped and looked at him like, "You kidding me, right?"
Uh-oh.
Like, "Are sacks overrated?" And he's
defensive
one
player.
of the
One of the leading sackers.
the leading sack hold all
Right.
time sack record in 2001
Right.
with 22 sacks. So are they overrated, y'all?
We need them.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Overrated. I don't know
Not
what
at all.
Michael was going through when he said that, but
Not at all.
it's nothing like a good sack.
Yeah, sex overrated, y'all. Put it in the chat.
It was overrated for the Falcons this weekend.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on who's getting sacked.
That's
right.
That's right.
That's right.
Because we don't want the quarterback to get sacked. That's
Not ours. Yeah.
yeah, sex overrated, y'all. Put it in the chat. See what y'all thinking about that. Was Michael Strahan correct, or was he just on one that particular morning?
I'm gonna stay in the professional league, the Miami Dolphins, baby.
Okay.
They put up the most NFL points since 1966.
Yes.
70-20 win over them Broncos.
Right.
I think Russell Wilson better hang them cleats up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
70
saying
That New
they were.
Orleans.
Well, now
Well.
we do have the defensive coordinator from New Orleans, and our defense is doing good. So I don't know.
Right.
That's Sean. That's Sean.
Could be.
Dexter Andrews said Wilson is not the problem.
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Andrews.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's
And who the problem? What's the problem? And who the problem?
Something the problem with 70-20
Right. I'm
Or
talking about, I thought it was the Miami Heat out there and not the Dolphins. I thought it was
Ah,
the Heat on the field.
Miami Heat.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a basketball score. God.
Yes.
I think they were hyped when the coach came, but I think something's changed.
Yeah.
Mm,
No.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, coaching and the
Coaching.
lack of defense. Huh?
Coaching and lack of defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to these colleges.
All right, what you got?
We got another one looking good for our Dion prime time.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Colorado and Oregon. They lost 42-6.
I was in my feelings a little bit.
And Post Shador, oh, he got sacked 7 times. There we go with them
Ooh,
sacks.
yeah.
He and
Is it
Ritter running neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in my feelings a little bit. Not because I didn't think they were gonna lose, because I did. I knew they were gonna lose. Like that was just automatic. They're gonna lose. They lost this one, they getting ready to lose the next.
Yeah, USC.
So let's just gonna be real about it. They gonna lose a couple of games. But the part that
I mean, I'm just how USC played this week.
yeah,
They let them come close, and it wasn't to the fourth quarter until they started putting it on.
yeah.
They thought it was gonna be easy.
But that's how Colorado won that last game too, though.
Right.
They pull it out in overtime.
Yeah.
But Dion already had put it out there that he needs that 7 or 8 more on the team, and you can tell by that with that line. You know, he got some small players. He needs some big players to be in that pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, it kind of was exposed the last game. I mean,
Yeah.
he did a good job, but they were getting to him.
What were they
What?
getting?
Hmm?
Were they getting anything?
They
was getting nothing.
nothing.
It's like we so sad today. Everything was just
everything's sad.
everything's sad.
Everything is sad. We got some good news.
Okay.
Exactly.
UGA still undefeated. UGA
Yeah.
still undefeated.
That's good.
They beat UAB 49-21.
Okay.
Go
Georgia-
Dogs. Yeah.
No dog.
Yeah, Georgia Tech, Yellow Jackets, they defeated Wake Forest
Okay.
30-16. So we doing good with that. Georgia State, our college team, they doing
Yeah.
Georgia
Go
State.
Panthers.
Yeah. They beat Coastal Carolina 30-17. So look, them Panthers, they doing the darn thing.
Yeah, they are.
Well, you know about our HBCUs. We
We don't know what we need for them. Like they just need an entire overhaul with everything, players and coaches. Like what we need to do to get some good players to recruit them to get some good players on the team. What's the issue? What's going on?
I think it's got to be money put into the program. Maybe
Right.
if they put money into the program and recruit,
Yeah.
give scholarships, I think it'll be a turnaround. But until then,
We ain't getting
baby, them
nobody that.
HBCUs gonna be just like they are. And you
Those
know,
Yeah, those alumni, they need to start paying them
right there you go,
fees.
Ann. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. The money come from the alumni.
Exactly.
And Dion can't save everybody.
Dion can't save everybody.
All right.
No,
You got
I
some more
more-
stuff?
I got
Hey.
some more
Got
stuff.
some more climax.
Got some more climax. Some more climax. Oh, let's talk about former UGA quarterback Stetson Bennett.
Okay.
Baby got some
That
more.
baby got some problems. He's been removed from the Rams roster,
Yeah.
and it's not because of no injury or no illnesses.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, is it an illness?
Well, mental.
Mental
Mental?
illness?
Yeah.
So he got a drinking problem,
He got
y'all.
a drinking problem, y'all. And we saw that when he was going. What was the summer before when he was
Before
going
Going
going over
to
there
the NFL.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they said he was having an issue during college. too.
during college?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
It has reared its ugly head.
I'm sorry to hear that though.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
hope it gets better. Yeah, I hope it gets better for him.
we're gonna pray. Look, we're gonna keep Stetson in our prayers.
Mhm.
Speaking of a former UGAs, our former UGA players, I have to Nick Chubb, send prayers out to Nick Chubb, even though
Oh,
he's
yeah.
with the Cleveland Browns, but he had an injury and he's possibly out for the
Yeah.
season. So
Yeah.
we're gonna keep
Yeah.
Nick Chubb lifted up.
Yep.
Oh, what's
What
this?
else you got, Blair?
You You know, I got one final climax.
Okay.
The climax
oh,
too.
climax.
This a
A
climax.
final
too.
climax. My God.
Ooh, Super Bowl 58 halftime show.
Oh wow.
Ursha.
Usher, baby.
Ursha. Ursha. That's how we say it in the
That's how we say
ATL.
it in the ATL.
Yes.
Ursha.
Baby, look, he got that residence in Vegas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bowl in Vegas. He
Yep.
said, I might as well stay here.
I love it.
Exactly.
I'm
And
excited.
if that Super Bowl halftime anything like that concert, I
Mhm.
saw him in concert.
Yeah.
Y'all get ready. I don't know if the world ready for this. Ooh, he brought ATL to Vegas, baby.
I love
So
it.
that means he he's gonna
Mm.
bring ATL to
ATL to the Super
that
Bowl.
time.
Yep.
Yes.
baby.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Y'all get y'all yeek on. Get y'all yeek
Roll
on.
steaks and all.
Not the yeet, man.
Gotta
Yeet.
get your yeek on.
I'm all for the yeet. Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna let him bring the Magic City though to the halftime.
They'll just have to have
They
some
just gotta
clothes
have
on.
some clothes on.
Yeah. Can't have that
They can
tail.
have a leotard on.
Can't have that tail out.
Can't have that tail out of
Can't
halftime.
have that tail.
We saw too much of that with Janet. We don't want to relive
Yeah.
They
Well,
said,
Yeah,
don't
right.
nobody Usher.
that. Some people do want to see Usher. Look.
Yeah. I beg to differ that. I want to see a little Usher.
You'll have a lot more women watching that halftime. Look,
Exactly. That contract will be thrown away.
that contract.
Absolutely.
So that
Out the
contract,
door.
women, how's it going? Is the contract holding up?
Yeah.
Is it working for you? Let me know if it's working for you.
Yeah.
If not, I got something else we can throw in there.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Make sure we do that then.
All right, that's it for me,
That's
Dominique.
it.
And the
That's
climax.
it. All right. So that was good. I always like that. I like that segment. I'm a fan of that. So we're gonna go in. Hey ladies, guess what?
What time is it?
It's football 101 time. Y'all ready?
All right.
Woohoo!
Get your pen and your paper ready.
I asked them and to make a notebook. 'Cause it's gonna be a
Okay.
lot. I hope they got more than just a pen and a piece of paper. I hope they got their composition book or whatever you want to call it. I'm old school,
The
composition,
highlighters and the tabs.
highlighters and the tabs. They need all of that. So we got a lot to cover. We got to go through this pretty quickly. Later and I gonna tackle this together. It's a lot when we talking about. So we talked about offense, right? We talked about a lot of things. So now we're gonna get into defense. All right. Defensive players. So we talked about the offensive players in the last episode, right? So we're gonna talk about the defensive players today. So ladies, get your notebook out. We're gonna teach you some things.
You know what I say? Defense wins the game.
And so in defense with these players, gonna help with that. So like we taught y'all in the first episode, we got 11 players on the defense, right? Just like we do 11 players on the offense for each one. Okay. So what we're gonna start with? We're gonna start with what we call the nose guard. Y'all familiar with the nose guard? Put it in.
Guard.
Ladies, are y'all? I know that y'all don't know. I'm sorry. So we're gonna start with that. So the nose guard responsible for the first gap between the center guard and just pass where the football is snapped. So at the end of the day, he just right there lined up either over the center or directly under his shoulder. So somewhere near the center, one of those guys by the center is the nose guard. Okay.
And where's the center at?
The center is dead center.
In the center.
Okay.
He's not hiking the ball.
You
Right.
know, we got the 101. Just here.
And you quiz us. And you quiz
Oh, I'm
us.
sorry. I was
Yeah.
wrong. I'm on offense. Sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long
I'm sorry.
day. So, Miss Loretta, we're gonna make sure that you get what you need since you loving this football 101. We're gonna make sure that you get what you need. All right. So the next one is the defensive tackle. So they're normally a pass rusher, right? They are lined up over the offenses or the guard or the tackle. Okay. They need to be pretty quick, right? And they typical the biggest
Them
defender.
the big boys.
Yeah, that's
them
them
big
big
boys.
boys
That's them big
that can
boys.
move fast.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So we got the nose guard and defensive tackle. I know we're giving y'all a lot of information, so go back and watch the replay so you can write your notes in your book. And then we got two defensive ends. We got two of those, right?
One on the right, one on the left.
One on the right, one on the left. All right.
Right.
They are slightly taller and faster than a nose guard. And for the most part, they're interchangeable unless the offense is in a particular formation. So depending on the formation that the offense is in, it depends on what the defensive end does. Okay, we good on that? Y'all writing this down, ladies, in your notebooks. We got a lot to cover, and I'm gonna go through it pretty quick. Okay. So, lady, you wanna?
Can I jump around?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I go to my favorite positions?
Sure.
Cornerbacks. You know what I was gonna say. Cornerbacks. You got 2 cornerbacks.
Yep.
One on the left, one on the right. These some fast boys. They fast, baby. They know how to read the quarterback. They the ones jumping there and make those interceptions, make those pick six. They're required to be involved mostly in stopping the pass from the opposing offense.
Yeah.
Usually lined up over the outside receiver,
Right.
covering either man to man or a specific area or trying to defend the pass. Usually the fastest of the group, which I said, and it's important for the cornerbacks to be quick to change direction.
Yeah, they feet gotta be quick. They gotta
juke.
They gotta juke.
And sometimes cornerbacks line up. They don't be on either side.
Sometimes they are
right,
on one.
all on one side.
Yep.
Sometimes they're all on the other side.
Yep.
Right.
So depending on how we line
However,
up.
the receivers.
How the
lined
receivers
up.
are lined up on the offense. That's how the cornerbacks normally line up. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Tiki.
All right.
Thank
That
you,
girl
Tiki.
know that football,
All right.
baby.
She was looking at them boy, them
Tight
tight
ends.
ends.
Learned a little bit about the defense while she was watching the tight end. All right, so we got 2 inside linebackers. They're responsible for stopping the run in the defensive game. Considered the heart of the defense. So we need them inside linebackers.
Inside
right?
linebackers.
And they're lined up behind the defensive line.
Behind the defensive line.
That's right. And so they require strength and speed. And as Google may say, mental fortitude.
Oh.
So they got to be real smart when we talk about playing on the defense.
Right. Mhm.
So usually they like, I don't know if you want to call them the captains or whatever, but of the defensive side, but they call out most of the adjustments and the alignments when we got that going on the defensive side as well. Right. All right. Moving along. So we got inside linebackers, which means what? We probably got a couple of outside linebackers as well. Right.
Right.
They
Right.
consider those hybrid. And they got to be fast too. It look like that most of our defensive players got to be pretty quick, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So understand that defense wins games, like the lady said. So they got to be very athletic. and very-
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's my other favorite player, Bud Dupree.
Okay.
Yeah. They got to make sure they stop that run. Yeah.
Make sure they stop that run. I hear you over there, Ann, in Salt Lake City.
All right. Coming on in.
Head coming on in. So it's one of the most difficult positions due to the all the adjustments required, right? So those are outside linebackers. So we got 2 inside linebackers, 2 outside linebackers. So the last one we're gonna cover is the safety. What does the
That
safety
good
do?
old safety.
What does safety do?
Safety
lady?
almost just like that cornerback. They quick. Just what they are. They safety, baby. They come in.
They're our safety net.
They out safety net.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the way you did that.
Yeah, they come in and help them cornerbacks when they need help. And those boys, they can make some pick sixes too.
Yep,
Right.
They line up behind the linebackers.
that's right.
Right.
They're also called secondary.
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 There you go.
Right.
That's secondary. Them
Yeah.
safeties gone, Tiki Wiggy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and they gonna defend for them big plays. They gonna make sure that them big plays do not happen.
That's right. Y'all getting taught today. I hope y'all taking these notes. So those are the 11 defensive players. So make sure you write that down, put it in your notes. You can go back and watch the replay. And if you didn't catch all that, because I know we went through it pretty quick, right? So go back. So but next week, since we covered that, we're going to cover special teams next week as well as field demographics. So make sure you tune in next week, 6 p.m. Facebook page, Women Talking Balls, 6 p.m. YouTube channel, Women Talking Balls. So make sure you tune in to that. So that's football 101, ladies. Make sure
Football
you got
101.
that. Hey, I hope y'all learned a little something.
I got y'all education for the
Got the
day.
education for the day. I know some people like school, some people don't. But ladies, we trying to get y'all where y'all can go out there and talk about these things. So
That's right.
you can be in those spaces and be real educated about the game. So we helping you with that. All right. So let's talk about what we got going on tonight once we leave here.
We
Monday
got
night.
another Monday night doubleheader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Yep, two games tonight.
Mhm.
The first one is the Eagles versus the Bucks.
Yep.
They come on at 7:15 on ABC.
Mhm.
The Eagles and Jalen Hurts are 2-0.
Mm.
They
But
got
they
that,
talking about their offense. Even though they're 2-0, they're saying that offense is not playing well.
yeah, but they got the Eagles up by 4.5.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I need for the Eagles to win because we need to knock out them Buccaneers. They in
Right.
our division.
They,
So
yeah, that's
yeah, look,
Exactly.
everybody lost. Let's keep
Yeah.
it consistent in the NF South.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're undefeated.
Yeah.
so,
Because they saying can Baker keep the train going for the Bucks? They don't know if he can keep it going.
yeah.
So we'll see. And Jalen Hurts, he pretty good with those blitz. So I don't know.
What
Eagles
y'all
need-
think in the chat? Yeah, what do you think in the chat? Do they think what y'all think we're gonna do? What they're gonna do Monday Night Football?
Yeah. So if you like the Eagles over the Bucks or the Bucks over the Eagles, let us know.
Yeah.
Lean
Okay,
said
we
she
got
gonna-
we got
yeah, Lean said go Eagles.
That's right. I'm rooting for the Eagles too.
I'm going for the Eagles too.
We all going for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Because I need Tampa Bay to
Because we
lose.
need Tampa Bay to lose.
right.
Lose, baby.
Yeah.
So who the other game?
The other game is the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. They come on at 8:15 on ESPN.
Bengals 0-2.
And yeah, the Bengals are 1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
No, they're on 2.
Yeah,
They're on
0-2.
2. It's the
Uh-huh.
Rams
It's the
that's
Rams
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford used to be Detroit's quarterback.
Mhm.
Right.
He's quarterback for the LA Rams.
Yeah, but the Bengals quarterback got a calf injury.
Oh, Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
They don't know
out.
how well he gonna be.
Yeah.
Right.
He's still kind of, iffy.
Questionable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. So they don't know if
And
he's gonna
then-
be in the lineup or not.
Yeah, I don't think
Right.
they'll win without him.
Yeah, I'm going for McVay and those Rams.
Yeah, they
I'm
pass rush
stick- I'm
struggling
stick with the
over there.
hometown Georgia. I know. I know.
Their offensive game look good though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody going for the Eagles.
yeah.
Um,
So what about the Rams and the Bengals, y'all? Put it in the chat. Who y'all?
actually, Joe Burrows is playing.
Okay.
He's been cleared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So
So I believe it's a toss up between them two, but being that the Bengals are 0-2,
Mm.
and
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals too.
with they I don't know. We'll see.
well, if Joe Burrow's playing, I'm going for the Bengals.
All right.
He is expected to play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Any feedback on Monday Night Football in the chat? What y'all thinking? I see a lot of Eagles. What about the Rams and the Bengals? Y'all got any feedback on that? Y'all got one way or the other on that? Okay, Miss Whitehead. You saying the Bengals? I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
Alright,
Anybody else?
Cincinnati.
All right. Before we move on, we want to be able to give y'all the opportunity to speak your minds on how y'all feel about this Monday night.
How do y'all feel about the 2 games on Monday night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
that's tough.
Yeah.
Especially the second game.
Yeah.
You might get a quarter
Yeah.
in from me.
Right.
Maybe. I'll give you the entire first game.
First game, but that second
Yeah.
game,
Second game gonna be,
Yeah.
you know,
by halftime, I'm gone.
yeah.
You- okay.
Miss Terry, you don't care who win, do you? You said they're like either or. It don't even
Or
matter.
matter.
It don't matter, whoever win, because they ain't my team. They ain't the Falcons, so I don't care if they win or they lose. I love it. So that's the Monday Night Football recap, y'all. Anything else y'all want to talk about with that before I go into the next thing?
Do we need to talk about a little juicy?
What's the juicy?
Juicy.
Mm.
What you got, B?
What you got, B?
You know I always have something up my sleeve. What's going on with Kelsey and Taylor Swift?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, listen, I want to be very politically correct, so I am not going to voice my opinion on that. Because I'm going to be very politically correct. I don't want nobody coming for me.
Well, they said it was only an invite. They said he just invited and she accepted.
Now, let me tell you
Well,
this.
they-
Look at that box. Look at that box. That didn't look like no invite. That looked like she done been to the family reunion.
Right.
That Saturday dinner,
She done being good with mama.
Yeah, they up there.
Right
They would keep.
beside the mama.
Uh-huh.
Hey, and they would keep Ken a little too much for it to be,
Yeah.
unless she was just trying to make her way in. You know,
Right,
and
right.
getting in good with the parents. I don't
And
know.
they were
Right.
spotted after the game leaving
Right.
walking together. So
Yeah.
They weren't holding hands though.
they weren't holding hands. No, they wasn't holding hands. So we
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the old coach said he introduced them.
Uh-huh. I'm
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
learned how they met.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm a keep
That little Swift girl, she a little swifty. She a little swifty. She sure be making her rounds.
lady, you know, took me.
And they had to end up he ended up making a catch and a touchdown too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. She making an impact already. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to be politically correct. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
We just gonna wait and
We're
see.
gonna wait and see.
Gonna
Wait and see how this play out.
We're gonna wait and see how it play out. All right, y'all. So
Kelsey and Swift.
I still like Kelsey. He one of my favorite players too.
okay.
He got a little swag.
He got a little swag. Ain't nothing
Got
like a little swag.
Yeah.
I don't know though. You gotta watch out for that swag. Sometimes that swag a little it can fool you.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Terry said somebody did a Photoshop of him and her together already.
Yeah.
Already.
See, the internet is undefeated. It don't take long.
It don't
It
take
doesn't.
long.
Not at all.
Not at all. They'll put something out there real quick. All kind of rumors.
Right.
They'll have you thinking they married by next week. Watch you see what I tell you. It'll be a whole
A
wedding.
secret
A
wedding.
secret wedding. It is. All right, good deal, y'all.
All
So,
right.
all right, we're gonna slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down.
We're gonna
Get a
slow
little
it down.
serious.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say serious, but I'm getting ready to we're gonna do the inspirational playbook. We
Alright.
thought about saying, you know, we're giving y'all all this good information, right? But we feel like we need to feed your soul as well. So the inspirational playbook is set up in a way that we're gonna give you a little inspiration, but it's formulated or focused on formatted, I guess you could say, in a way that it sounds like plays. So we're gonna be working from the basketball court today.
All right, basketball.
We're gonna be working from the basketball court today, and your inspirational playbook is how to defend the opposition when you're being double teamed. So if you out there in life and life is double teaming you, how do you defend the opposition, right? So I'm just gonna say this. When there's multiple difficult things happening in your life at once, and it feels like the opposition is putting that pressure on you with the double team and trying to force you into an uncomfortable position in the game called life, what do you think your head coach would do?
Hmm.
The head coach. Who's your head coach? I know who my head coach is.
That's
What you
right.
think your head coach would do? Do you think he'll call a timeout, bring you to the sideline, and plan for another play? Or would he have prepared you to plant your feet and do not turn your back against the opposition and face that thing head on?
Yeah, no.
Mhm,
Which
mhm.
one do you think? Me personally, I think if your back is turned, you won't be able to see how to defend the double team, right? And that gives the opponent the opportunity to reach around you and get the steal. So we don't want that, right?
No, we
So,
don't.
in my opinion, I don't know. You might want to take a pause for the cause, sit down and rethink that thing, right? But me
Right.
personally, I believe that taking a pause and regrouping on the sideline is one option. But defending but when you face it head on, in my opinion,
Right.
you can clearly see where your help come from. Don't get me to preaching, Tiki.
We don't get you to
No,
preach.
Don't
you're
get me to
preaching.
preaching. Don't get me to
Hey.
preaching.
Sometimes he let you allow you to have your back turned so that you can learn a lesson.
Absolutely.
When you ain't winning, you learning.
That's
Yes,
it.
that's
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yep. So
One of my mottos is if you stay ready, you'll be ready.
yeah, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah. So if you can see that your help is wide open, right? When your back is not turned, right? They open for the pass.
Right.
Pass it to your help. You ain't got to do it on your own. Your help is
Right.
out there.
Mhm.
So pass it to your help. Don't hold the ball Don't hold it.
That's
If
right.
you know you got somebody out there to help you, right?
He hogging the ball.
Yeah.
Mm.
Help
Right.
your teammate so they can make that winning shot for you.
Exactly.
If they wide open like that, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna make that shot. So don't stay stuck in the corner.
That's right. When that pressure coming,
You better fight your way out that corner.
Way out,
You
pass
better
that
fight your
ball.
way.
You
better
got a
fight-
team. You got a team.
Yeah.
Right. That bounce pass. That bounce pass.
Yeah, it ain't no iron team, right?
Yeah.
And don't let that double team force you to turn the ball over. Don't give it up, y'all. Face that thing head on and utilize your passing game. So when they hit that winning shot, we can
Yeah.
rejoice.
We can
We
rejoice.
can rejoice
I like it.
for that win. All right. So that's your inspirational playbook. I love y'all. I want y'all souls to be fed as well as being fed with this good old sports talk. So that's how we're gonna do that. So that's your inspirational playbook for the day, baby.
I love it.
Right.
Love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So how y'all feeling, ladies? We getting ready to wrap this thing up. How y'all feeling?
Feeling
Feeling good?
great. Feeling
Good.
great.
Feeling good. Anything y'all wanna, speak on before we close this thing out? Nothing in particular.
Just want to say once again, anybody that want us to advertise their business, please hit us up on womentalkingballs@gmail.com. If you have any products, we'll showcase those for you. But hit us up. We're here.
Yep, absolutely. So, with that being said, we want to thank everybody once again for tuning in here and watching us with this podcast.
That's right.
Continue to support us as we continue to learn how to give y'all this thing. Like we learning as we go. So be patient with us, y'all. So join us next time with Women Talking Balls. Like I said, Facebook Women Talking Balls on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Women Talking Balls, every Monday night, 6 p.m. before Monday Night Football. We are here at Deluxe Creative Spaces, located in McDonough, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. Okay. So again, I gotta keep reminding y'all: share with a friend, share with your ladies, share with your grandmamas, your aunties,
That's right.
your kids, whoever you're gonna share it with. Make sure you share our podcast with everyone. Our Facebook, YouTube,
Subscribe and follow.
subscribe and follow. So again, y'all ready?
We love ya.
We love you. So we are
Women
talking
talking
balls.
balls.
See y'all next time, next Monday. All right.
All right.
Thanks for tuning